After a successful load test on the monster's motor, I now trust it to bring home a load of lumber. And for the first time in a while, I actually remember to point the cameras at it. I actually planned ahead a little bit this time. So I got the backup camera turned around, facing backwards, and have it pointing downwards a bit to show the trailer. And also have a third camera on a long cord that I will be attaching to the back of the trailer once I put the lumber on. So you can see forward, something I haven't done for a while. Something kind of came to my attention today. The flagpole that I have on the monster, it's a driveway marker that I'm using, and I have several of them. I'm thinking I may need to put one at the back of my trailer sticking up, because while I'm sitting here in Timmy's drive-thru, I'm looking in my mirror, and this car is coming up really close to me. I know from his vantage point he can't see the trailer. I was already in there when he pulled in, so I know he saw it originally, but as he's creeping closer, I'm thinking, oh, please don't hit, please don't hit. So I'm thinking I may have to put one of these posts on the back of the trailer so people can actually see it. It never did hit me, but it just really made me nervous. I just wasn't sure if he knew it was there or not, so something to think of in the future, another project to do. And at this point, I was going to attach a camera to the very back end, pointing forward so you can see the scooter and the trailer in one shot. And discovered very quickly my cord wasn't quite long enough, so I decided to attach it to the front and point backwards. Either way, it didn't matter anyways, because I haven't used this camera for a while. I don't know if it still works, but it did record, but the file was corrupted, so I never got any footage from it anyways. I tried. It turned out to be quite a wet, sloppy day. I wasn't expecting that. I wanted to go out yesterday when it wasn't raining or snowing. Unfortunately, I slept in a lot too late. And last night I couldn't sleep very well at all. I kept waking up. And then the dogs freaked out when someone came to the door. And then the scanner went off. This was all before 10 a.m. So I just thought at that point, I said, I'm not going to sleep, so I might as well get up. So I guess this makes up for sleeping in yesterday. So I got my plywood and 2x2s for making my shelves. So now I just gotta get motivated to clean up the garage and do everything. But I got everything I need, I think, now. So I wanted to give different angles. Towing the trailer. I actually thought about it this time before I went out. Got all my cameras ready. I tend to forget by the time we're ready to go. It's like, oh crap, man, I just don't feel like it. So today I made sure I did that. Unfortunately, I was going to put a camera on the very back of the trailer, pointing forward, so you could see, the trailer and the monster at the same time. Unfortunately, the cord that I was using was about 2 feet too short, so I couldn't do that. So I have to remember that for next time. I do have a couple USB extension cords. I don't know where they are. So, let's see if I can find them. And if I ever do that again. Okay, it sounds like my camera just shut off. And if I ever do that again, then I'll be a little more prepared. So, a couple things I want to talk about. A video that I had a hard time rendering. It took me 6 tries to do it, and the last time I did it I restarted the computer and that solved the problem. I don't like restarting my computer because I have 14 external hard drives, and when I restart my computer bad things tend to happen. So I try to avoid that as much as I can. And the other thing that was happening, after I got rid of my credit cards, I got me a prepaid card, prepaid Visa, so I could still, do online purchases and that, because not everybody utilizes PayPal. So the issue I have is when you get a card, even when you get a credit card, you set your PIN and then you have to go make a purchase to sync your PIN to your card. Well, I did that, but Zach went out and I was going to get him to get me something, and I didn't feel like going because it was, a several hour trip. So I gave him my card to use, and I was sitting at my computer and I get a text that says, oops, wrong PIN, try again or call this number. And about a minute later I get the same thing again. So I'm thinking, okay, he knows what the PIN is, and the card has tap, so I don't know. So anyways, I was talking to him, and apparently the machine he uses doesn't have tap, which, I get that. Walmart doesn't. At least the one in Hanover doesn't. So he had to put the card in, and he put the card in, and it said rejected or something like that. It's like, huh? So I tried, I was gonna call them, and the only options on the automated bot system is to report a stolen card or reset your PIN. I think there was one other, so there's just nothing there, right? So I pressed 0, and that's when I found out that I can't just talk to him. I have to wait for business hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 type thing. Or I can contact through the app. Well, I don't. I'd rather talk to somebody than type to somebody. So I called the next day during business hours, which was a Monday, and they said it's just phone rang for like 5 minutes straight, and nobody was picking up. And then I got, nobody's available to take your call. So okay, I'll go to the app. So you type in your question in it. Artificial unintelligence, right? Goes through what you typed and searches for keywords or whatever, and it tells me that they don't have a solution to my problem. We'll put you through to a human. So then I had to wait for them to respond, which just took a while. So apparently what happened was my PIN never synced to my card. So I've never noticed this because I always use tap. I don't usually make big purchases. Those are usually online purchases. So I've never had to put my PIN in. So when Zach tried to use it, there's no PIN synced to the card, so as soon as he stuck the card in, it came up as wrong PIN. Of course, it didn't tell him that, so I had to find this out. So I had to reset the PIN again. And in order to do that, first of all, you reset your PIN through the app, and then you go make a purchase, not using tap, you put the card in. So I did that. I swear I did that before. So I went to Value Mart, I made my purchase. Not specifically to do that, but I was going there anyways. And I stuck the card in, it said approved, and never even asked for my PIN. So how am I supposed to set the PIN if it's not going to ask for it? So what I bought today was $86, and tap is maximum $50, so I had to actually put the card in and type my PIN in, and it worked. So hopefully that means my PIN is synced to my card now. It's just oh my god, technology is supposed to make life easier, right? It's frustrating when things don't work. So okay, that's what I heard. My other camera turned off because I stopped it recording and it just shut off. It fell asleep. So okay, Monster worked well, towing all this extra weight. Motor never complained at all. Only accelerating right away is the only time I really noticed any extra weight, so it didn't complain. So I guess I got the motor problem fixed now. For now. I guess that's it. It was supposed to be snowing today. It's now rain. And well, so far my SJ cam has survived. It never got too wet, I guess, because it's not waterproof sitting there like that. But everything's good. And well, the temperature is like just above the freezing mark. So it's all rain now. So, but I'm back, and I'm gonna go in and do me some more work on the computer. Now that everything's solved, I'm in a good mood today. Things are starting to come together. I'm still gonna take the front end apart again. A reason for that is I never really determined what the last problem was. So I don't know for sure I've got it fixed. So, and I really, really want my basket. I'm getting tired of not having it there because I need it so much, especially with my gloves. When I go to Timmy's, I got nowhere to put my gloves other than sit them on the floor, and if it's windy, they'll blow away, and I gotta get off and chase them down. So I gotta get that back on, but I don't want to do that until I'm sure I've got the error code problem fixed. So no issues whatsoever today. So it's my second use after fixing that. But like I say, I never determined what the problem was, so I don't know if it's actually fixed. So I'm going to take it apart again. I'm going to cut off all my zip ties and just make sure everything is good, and put everything back together where it doesn't look like anything's going to short if there is any kind of problem. And then hope I've got it solved at least until spring. At least until the weather warms up. Let's just get me through the winter before I have any more problems. That's all I ask. So, anyways, that's it for this. I'm not going to hang my trailer up right now. I just don't feel like it. Because I got to move everything out of the way, and I'm not going to do that. So I go in, warm up, and do some work on the computer. Put out another video.